these people that I'm training are pregnant. I said they're pregnant. That's what I said. I said to myself, they're pregnant. Because when I was a boxer, when I was young and I was boxing 13, 14 years old, and my coach used to say, you guys are pregnant. You're all pregnant. And I want you to deliver me a knockout. And that sort of, yeah, right. And that sort of resonated with me. Because when I was even younger than that, my sisters, I got sisters, right? And my sisters got pregnant when they were very young, 14. I got nieces and nephews, some of them were my age. And one of the requirements for my mother was you can't use an epidural, and the family members is going to be in the birthing room to watch you give birth, right? So we weren't rich, we were poor, right? So I seen a lot of births, right? I seen births being done time and time again. Every time I seen my mother, if you guys had babies before, you should know this. So the doctor puts this thing on your stomach and you can see the heart, you can hear the heartbeat, and then now I see it, so you see the contractions coming before they come, right? And then my mother used to always be like, another one's coming, right? And then my sisters would go, oh, I feel it. And every time with all my sisters, the doctors would, it was always a different doctor, but they must be trained on this. They'll always come in and say, I know the pain is severe, but I know it hurts right now, but when the pain gets to the severest moment, that's when I want you to push. And so there's, oh, I feel it, and doctors come in, push, and then they'll push, right? And they'll give birth. And I was like, wow, and they give birth and everybody be around, and all this stuff, right? So I was like, wow. Wow. So now let's fast forward all the way back to when I was boxing. So when I'm boxing now, and the trainer, because there was a bunch of people like this, we're all training, and I made it to the Olympic trials, and I was made a bunch of golden gloves because I was really good in amateur. I didn't do too much pro, but I was amateur all the way. So the trainer used to always say, when the pain, he'll have us do pull-ups, push-ups, like I have you guys doing. He said, when the pain is, I want you to deliver me a knockout. Deliver me a knockout. That's what his thing was, right? And I said, you're pregnant. And when I thought of that, I said, wow, I'm pregnant. When the pain gets most severe, that's not when you give up. That's when you push, right? So I used to always win. I used to win all the time. And not too much in the ring, but when it came to working out, I was on top of it, winning everything, right? So then, fast forward years later, I'm training people in the park in North Hollywood. Everybody telling me what they want to be, because we do a lot of one-on-ones, and my stuff is sort of like intimate, you know, it's sort of psychological, and I really want to know about a person and see if I can help you. So they tell me about their lives. And I found out a lot that people generally are somewhat, they're pregnant, not like with a baby, but with ideals, with aspirations, with things they want to achieve and accomplish, right? And I used to say, wow, they're pregnant. But this is what I found out as I continue to be in the park and getting other clients, and I end up getting a gym, then I end up getting another gym, and I found out the people that I was training, when the pain got real severe, they didn't push. What they did was they had an abortion, or they had a miscarriage of their dreams. So they'll go back home, or they'll complain about something else. And I said, wow, that really made me start to think in my life that when I was in that park and I didn't have money, and money wasn't coming in, and this was gone, and this was happening, and rent was due, and I missed home, and my mother was sick back home, or something was going on, and I couldn't even fly home to go see him at the time. And I said, yo, the pain is really severe right now. But that's not when you give up. That's when you push. And then I started reading, and I started, reading more, and a lot of books talked about the darkest hour is right before dawn. So it might seem dark in your life right now. It might seem like, oh my gosh, this pain is so severe, I can't take it no more. But here's the story. That's not when you give up. That's when you push. Because have you ever heard the story? Everybody here, I don't know what your religion is. Everybody read the Bible? Anybody? About Jesus, right? Jesus? All right. All right, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody, but Jesus, right, one of the most popular prophets ever, he's big time dude, right? Everybody loved Jesus. And Jesus, one of the biggest miracles that he's ever done was feed 5,000 people with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, right? Everybody heard that story before? Jesus fed 2 fish, 5 loaves of bread. And everybody thinks that he's done it by every time he prayed, he made grace, and that's where grace comes from, right? He made grace, and then God just blessed it. But that's not how it happened, right? This is what, preachers say happened, all right? So a lot of preachers say this happened. So what happened was, every time Jesus broke the bread, he broke the bread, guess what the bread did? It multiplied. Every time he broke the fish, guess what the fish did? It multiplied. So he'll break the bread, it multiplied into 4. Break the bread, it multiply again, and multiply again. And so he was able to feed a lot of people like that. Now that's a weird story, right? Like, how could that happen? So years later, fast forward, I'm in college. I'm listening to a professor, and he's talking about the anatomy, and he's talking about a trophy. Now, a trophy is your body, your muscles getting bigger, and it's getting ripped and shredded. And he's explaining that the only way for your muscles to really extend and get bigger or get ripped and shredded and toned is for your atoms and your cells inside your muscles has to be broken. And when they're broken, guess what they do? They multiply. Every time your cells break, they multiply. And that's how you get definition, and that's how you get defined. And I said to myself, gosh, that's just what the preachers explained when Jesus broke the bread, it multiplied. Now when you break your cells, they multiply. And what happens? You get more. I said, wow, that makes sense. So then I discovered that this is what my father told me, which makes perfect sense. He said that every successful, highly successful person that he knows has never achieved any great amount of success without first going through a breaking point. Meaning that in order for you to be successful, you have to be broken. So, everybody who's achieved some real great success goes through something where they thought they couldn't make it, where they thought it wasn't going to happen, and they get broken, and then next thing you know, that's when the blessing happens. So just like Jesus did when he broke the bread, and guess what happened? It was blessed. But guess like you guys are doing right now when you're working out and you're going hard and you're breaking your muscles down, guess what's happening? You're being blessed. So what that is saying is your blessing is in your breaking. What that means is if you sit in here and you think you're going to just do something and not be broken, you're not going to be blessed. See, in order for you to truly be blessed, you got to go through a breaking point. And you're going to have to be pregnant. And you guess what happens when a woman is pregnant? How does she really give birth? A true natural birth means that you will go through a breaking point. The water will break. The blessing is not going to come if you're not truly broken. In order to be blessed, you got to go through a breaking point. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys right now. So whatever you're doing, whatever you're going through, whatever happening in your life right now, remember, the only way to be blessed is to go through a breaking point. Gotta be blessed. If you don't have that tolerance for pain, you're not going to really receive no true blessing. You're not going to really receive no true gain. So I'm telling you right now, prepare yourself. Everybody's pregnant. You guys are all pregnant. Not with a baby. Hopefully not. But if you are, congratulations. But you guys are pregnant. You guys are all pregnant with an aspiration to lose weight. All right, to get toned up, to get cut up, to rip, to become a better person, to be better than you are right now. We're all pregnant with that, right? Or maybe you might be pregnant with another dream that I don't know anything about. But here's the thing. You got to be prepared and ready to be broken because your blessing is in your breaking. And that's what I wanted to tell you guys today, that it's okay to be broken. Don't think, it hurts so bad, I just can't go through this. Yes, it's not that you can't. It's that you have to if you want to be blessed. And we always get to this moment and this point in our lives that we hit this pinnacle and we wonder why we can't get over it, because the pain is too severe for us, and so we give up. Now I'm telling you right now, God will never put a burden on you that you can't bear. So if you got something you going on right now, trust me, you can bear it. You just got to have the tolerance and the mentality to say, well, you know what? I can do this. I can accomplish and I can achieve this. I got what it takes, but you gotta believe it. Because once you stop believing it, there's no way you can ever achieve it. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just push through it. I'm telling you right now, you got the power to do it. This is what I'm telling you. We all got the power to do it. If your heart is beating, you got power that flows through your veins. You got the strength to obtain whatever it is you're trying to accomplish and achieve. And you can overcome whatever it is you're going through. Whatever situation, whatever circumstance, you can overcome it. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So, with that said, remember, the blessing is in the breaking. All right? Where is the blessing? Huh? In the breaking, guys. Remember that. And remember, this is what I'm trying to tell you right now. That sort of pain doesn't hurt. You know what really hurts? I'll tell you what hurts. Regret. Regret hurts more than any pain that you will ever go through. Regret. Just talking about, I wish I did, or I should have. Looking at your child and saying, I didn't live my best life on your deathbed. Or calling your son up or your daughter up and telling them, you should do this, I didn't do it. Forget that. You want to live this life saying, I did everything I possibly could do. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I'm trying to tell you guys. I've given it my all. I didn't hold back on anything. So I'm telling you guys right now, have a high tolerance for pain, because this pain doesn't hurt. The pain that really hurts is regret. You feel me? That's it. That's all I got to say. Anybody got anything they want to say? Oh, man. That's okay, though. I love you guys, man. You guys are awesome, terrific, and keep coming. Let's keep talking, because I love it. You know what I'm saying? I want to share more and more. I got more stuff to share, but why not? I'll save it for next week. You know what I'm saying? I'll save it for next week. You guys are awesome, though. Remember, the blessing is where? Yes, it is, man. And remember, I'm pregnant. Yes, we are all pregnant. You know what I'm saying? The blessing is in the breaking. And look, success is painful. Success is painful. And we all want to achieve success. Huh?
Vivi wants to say something.
Go ahead.
Oh my God, this is I don't know what it is, but today in the afternoon, I visited a friend. So she has her relative come over from Mexico. She's kind of old lady, and I said hi to my friend and everything, and she said, "Oh my God, you're pregnant!" I was like, "No, this is a tamales. I'm pregnant and everything." And she was like, "Oh," and my friend got mad at her. And we're like, "Oh my God, no! Don't you see she's so young?" And yeah, but you know, young people get pregnant so easily now. And oh God. And I got so upset. I said, I should have stopped this bread, and now you said we are pregnant. Okay. Okay,
That's awesome, though. You should say, yes, I am pregnant. Say, yes, I am pregnant. Somebody say you're pregnant. Say, yes, I am pregnant. I'm pregnant with a dream. Tell them you pregnant too. You know what I'm saying?